Recently, I had a chance to sit down with new friend Renee Mueller from EBalance Massage and Wellness right in Kewaunee, Wisconsin. As always, I hope these videos give you some insight into the business, and I hope you enjoy. Well, thank you for joining me today, Renee. Why don't you start? Tell us a little bit about your business, the name, and how you got started.
Hi, thank you for having me today. I really appreciate this opportunity. So the business name is EBalance Massage and Wellness, located right here in Kewaunee, Wisconsin. Um, I guess what kind of inspired us, I guess you would say, to down this path, or what inspired me was I started massage and wellness business to create a space that was both blends like relaxing and rejuvenating, like a spa atmosphere, but also with the effective like results driven of therapeutic massage. I wanted clients to both experience deep healing and relaxation, all in one place, to have like comfort, professionalism, and lasting results was a big thing for us.
Yeah, and that was going to be my next question. So I'm glad you kind of led into that. So the name of your business isn't just eBalance Massage, it's Massage and Wellness. So with
Yes.
that in mind, can you tell us about the variety of services that you offer and how do those benefit your clients? Like, is there a specific type of client or is it just a general helps everybody? What do you do and how is that helpful to someone like me, maybe?
Okay, yeah. So we offer a variety of different services. What started as just massage to begin with was myself. I've been doing massage for quite some time, almost 20 years now, which I'm super proud of. um, so it started off with massage. So we do, like I said before, a blend of therapeutic massage. We also have some relaxation massages. We believe in customizing massage sessions. So really all of our sessions, I should say. So we meet with our clients before their session. We talk about what their goals are, maybe some of their medical history, what their concerns are, and then we customize a treatment plan specifically for them. That might include full body work. It might include emphasis on an area. We might be treating an injury, things like that. Then we've added an esthetician to our team, and she works along that same path of customizing a service. So she goes in and does a skin analysis and then talks about what your skincare goals are, and then leading into a type of service that you're looking for. So again, all of our treatments are customized. So whether it's massage, aesthetics, we also offer some unique services. So we've combined what's called Yomassage. So it's restorative yoga with massage. It blends the therapeutic benefits of massage, offering that hands-on touch in a small group setting. And the restorative yoga poses are very gentle, very relaxing. We're seated, lying down on the mat the entire time. My husband calls it nap time. He's a big fan of that.
Yeah. So is that something then, like you mentioned, kind of low impact, but like, so like my example, I was a former college athlete. I've had knee surgeries. I got a bad back, all that jazz. Is
Yeah.
that something that would be fit for just about anybody, or are there any
Yes.
restrictions to something like that?
No, so what's really great about this is it's so beginner friendly, but it also is great for people who do have some experience, whether they're an athlete, or if they have a lot of yoga experience. It's blended all across the board. So our only requisite for that is that you're able to get up and down off of a mat unassisted. That's it. Otherwise, you come just as you are. We provide everything. So if you don't have a yoga mat, if you don't have a bolster or blocks. You don't need any of that. You just come in your comfy clothes and come ready to just stretch, breathe, relax. And we throw in some guided meditation and some breath work. And it's a really nicely blended service.
Perfect. Sounds amazing. I might have to get you on that. No. So with what I do, obviously I'm a marketer, so it leads a little bit more into marketing, but I like to ask business owners like yourself, especially who've been doing what they do for a while, because it tends to be a project that, it's a passion project is how you get started. That's how you start and how you stay with it for so long,
Hmm.
right? All of us kind of have that. So with that in mind, a lot of times we do what we do because we enjoy doing that thing, not necessarily the marketing that goes with that
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
So I like to ask questions, sort of starting with what's something that you've done over the course of your business now, maybe that you struggled with marketing wise? Like what was a hurdle that you had to kind of overcome, or maybe even something that you still struggle with, not necessarily something that you've overcome yet?
Um, I guess for hurdles, so I am not a like tech savvy kind of person. You can always find me on the weekend. I'm usually outdoors hiking. My phone is nowhere to be found. It's like I'm kind of repel technology. So the marketing world, especially getting onto social media, that's been something that we've been a lot more diligently and working together as a team. We've been recording, some funnier reels together that, involves wellness, but it's the funny, lighthearted side of things, and really I think shows our audience like who we are as individuals and some of our personality. Uh, for marketing wise, when I first started, I be honest with you, I didn't even have a Facebook page. I didn't have anything on Google, a website. I literally was word of mouth.
Yep.
And I feel like that has always been our strongest point of marketing. Our clients, and our audience like has just been so I guess so true to us and and so loyal to us and our following, and they spread the word like wildfire. I have some clients that I've been seeing since I started doing massage, which I think speaks volumes about, what I do as a practitioner as well as what we do in our business, that we have so many followers that way. And, when someone tells you, for me personally, if someone tells me about a business or a service that they received personally, I'll take that over any other form of marketing, like a
Oh,
commercial or anything any
absolutely.
day.
The teacher in me will tell you word of mouth is still the number one form of marketing. That's why
Yeah.
in the digital world, reviews are so important, because
Mhm.
reviews are the digital form of that word of mouth referral. And I think for any of us small business owners, we kind of go with that referral is just the best, right? Not only is it financially beneficial to your business, but it feels good when you have a client who refers their friend or their family and just puts that trust in you, that they're willing to not only trust you with their safety or their treatment or their business, whatever it may be, but they're also willing to recommend you to do the same for someone else. I love that. That's my favorite part of business, as far as when you get those referrals, it
Mhm.
just feels good.
Absolutely.
So you kind of already talked about it. So on the flip side of the struggle, right? Maybe social media technology was the struggle, but you talked
Mhm.
about kind of how you've overcome that a little bit. But is there something specifically that you've done marketing wise that was a hit? Something that you've done that maybe like worked out really well for you, or just some strategy you put in place over time that's helped you grow or get more clients?
Um, from what we've introduced, so like whenever we add a new practitioner, we introduce them now on social media, but what we've really found too that works well is introducing them to all of our clients. So for instance, when we added our esthetician Tori, we offered a free skin analysis with her. So that way, like my clients, who normally come and see me for massage, I introduced them to Tori, and got them seeing her. And this is what works well when you have practitioners who are experts at their craft. So Tori's super knowledgeable. She's great at what she does. So is Nikki, my lead therapist. So is Kendall, my other massage therapist. They all are experts at their craft. So just giving them those introductions and letting them do their thing, that has really worked wonders for us, that clients see and feel the difference and they keep coming back. So those have been some big successes.
No, that's great. I say I'm big on relationships as well, and I told you when we were off of this a little bit, I'm a talker, as you can tell. I like meeting people. I like talking to people, and so that fits right in. I love that. Um, with that, though, my next question gets you kind of thinking about some things. Is
Mhm,
I like to ask 5 to 10 years from now, knowing where
mhm.
you are now, knowing where you've come from, if you could have everything go right, everything goes perfect, you're in your dream place 5 to 10 years from now for your business, what does that look like?
Well, we want to expand our space with offering more services. So what that looks like. So about a year and a half ago, we moved into a new facility. We now have 3,000 square feet facility. It's a big space.
Yeah.
Never my wildest dreams that I thought I'd go from this one little room, suite rental to like this our own space. That's this big. So we have a lot of room for growth here, which is phenomenal. So we'd like to expand our services by and this is something we're like feeling out our customer base on, maybe offering a salt room, offering sauna. We want to offer more private events and classes geared around wellness. So that's, so maybe it might evolve into adding more practitioners, but probably just focusing on our space and creating services that our customers are looking to find right here in this area.
Perfect. Okay. So with that in mind, if there was one thing that you could just snap your fingers and have done for you to help you get to that point, to get to that end goal, what would that thing be?
One thing to, well, money is always a good. So as we talk about some of these things, I know some people are probably like, "Ooh, that's if they know anything about that realm, that costs quite a bit of money there." So those are always some big factors in it is having the finances. So what we're building here with our clients, that portion of that is going to hopefully go towards funding some of that. Um, so probably the biggest thing would be finances. We have applied out, like there's always grants and stuff out
Hmm.
there too. So something we're always looking for in the future. We do take a big portion too of like all of our retail sales. We offer products specifically for clients that we feel fit like their wellness needs that they're looking for. But then we take a portion of those retail sales and we set them aside for continuing education for our staff. So that way they're getting paid continuing ed to constantly stay on top of perfecting, their craft. So that I think will also help us lead the way into expanding services too. So kind of answers that.
Yeah, yeah, that's great. And you mentioned you have, with that expansion thing in mind, you have an esthetician, you have other, other partners in here. Are those like paid employees of your business, or are those more like partners who have their own business just housed inside of yours? So if you were to expand your services, are you looking for a partner to come in, or are you looking to grow that in-house and just hire on for something like that?
Yeah, so we actually have all independent contractors here. So I help give them the guidance, but they get to set their own hours. They get to have the flexibility of like owning their own business and helping. And basically, I'm helping them with it. They work under the EBalance name, but they get to have flexibility in services that they offered, hours that they work. We believe in our name, balance. So having a strong work and home balance for yourself and wellness. I've worked in settings before that I worked a lot of hours and pushed myself to burnout and also didn't see the pay that was worth in doing that. So that's the opportunity that I offer to them as well. They get above industry standard pay. We get benefits to help focus on our own wellness too.
Yeah. It's what we call becoming the unemployable, is once you realize all those benefits of you can do things and you can create impact and you don't have to grind all of those hours away for a
Yeah.
paycheck sometimes. Yes, I'm big on that as well. Well, and so as kind of a, I don't want to say a final thought, but as a kind of any thought, with your community that you have, obviously you're in Kewaunee. I'm familiar with Kewaunee, and I like the small town business and the small town feel of Kewaunee and the surrounding areas. If you could be known for maybe just one thing, if you could tell the people that don't know about you, this is who we are and this is what we want to be known for, what would that message be?
Um, I would want to lead with our compassion and understanding. Um, and education. So our compassion for the people that we see, we know that sometimes they're in a very vulnerable place, whether it be from the pain, maybe they haven't been able to move as freely like they want to be. So knowing that we're going to offer them compassion and kindness when they come to see us, that there's never any judgment of where they're at or where they want to be. And also that how educated we all are. I've been in the profession for a very long time. I've worked in numerous different settings. We do a lot of in-house education, as well as sending practitioners to other avenues for continuing education. So just knowing that they're in great hands, that we're here for them to support them along their wellness journey.
No, that's great. That's great. Again, you're saying all the right things.
I try.
Yeah, yeah. Definitely my kind of people. All right. So now that people know about what you do, hopefully we've been able to give them a little insight into you and your business and what your goals are with your business in the community. How can they find you? You have your website, social medias. Tell us what those are.
Yep. So you can visit our website. We just did a really big overhaul on it. So it's essentialbalancehealth.com. And there they can find a list of all of our services that we offer. They can also see upcoming events. We have private events, like I said before, such as like our Relax and Glow, Sip and Glow, our Yomassage, or if someone wants to celebrate something special like a birthday or something with us too, we set up things like that. So all of that can be found on our website. They can also schedule appointments, and they can purchase e-gift cards right off online too, which is really nice. They can send it directly to the person, or they can print it out, throw it in a card or a gift for them. You can also then find us on Facebook and Instagram too at EBalance Health.
Perfect. Well, hopefully we're able to give people that inside look at your business and what you do, and hopefully they'll come and see you.
Thank you.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us, Renee, and good luck in the future.
Thank you. You as well.
Well, there you have it. That was EBalance Massage and Wellness out of Kewaunee, Wisconsin. If you're interested in being on a future episode of this podcast with a small business spotlight, be sure to drop me an email at info@langedigitalsolutions.com and we'll connect. Have a great day.